In this video, we're going to show you how to change a door glass, a rear door glass in a 2022 Chevrolet Equinox. The Equinox was parked in my front yard and I was mowing, hit a rock hit the glass, shattered it. So we're going to replace it.
Okay, the first thing that you want to do is make sure you got the right glass. You know, if you ordered it, I ordered this one online on Amazon, and I'll put a link down in the description if you want to see that. But you want to make sure it's the right one before you start doing the job. And I'm going around the window. When this tempered glass breaks, it breaks into a bunch of small pieces. So a lot of times there's little glass chunks that are caught in the window track there that all the way around the window, and you want to pay attention to that. You want to be sure to remove that because you get your new window in there and you're rolling it up and down and it gets wedged up against the glass. It could break it. So make sure that you remove all of the small glass pieces that are trapped in there. Make sure that you release them. Don't damage your seal doing that. Next thing, there is a cover right here you'll need to take off. Now, normally you'd probably want to, right there's a slot that you use to get that out. You'd want to clean your glass first, but I didn't have a vacuum cleaner. It's at my son's house. I'm going to go do that afterwards. And inside your door handle, there's another little slot where you can pop that open. And underneath those are some bolts. I think they're 7 or 8 millimeter. And I'm taking those out. And once you get those two out, and again that cover covers up those bolts, so you will need to remove those. So getting those two off, and I'm using a ratchet here. You don't have to have that. You can use a socket or whatever you have. This just makes it a little bit faster. And now I like to use a door trim tool because you want to be careful. I know some people just get a screwdriver and pry it or just pull it, but you're going to break a lot of clips that you'll have to replace. So I like to take my time doing this part and find where those clips are at, put the trim tool underneath that clip and gently pull it off. So once you go around the whole door panel doing that, there's some more clips up top. Now they're a little bit more stubborn and you will have to get a little bit more aggressive with those. Again, you can use the trim tool to kind of pry, and you're going to have to pull at the same time. And the door panel on this one, you got to get a little bit aggressive with those top clips. But once you get those top ones out, the door panel is ready to come off. So we've got the door panel removed. All that's attached is and there's one that I didn't get out with the door panel. So go ahead and get that out. If you did have any, it didn't break, but it didn't come out with the door panel. And that's just a clip, and I'm going to get it and I'm going to put it back where it belongs right there. So yeah, go around your whole door and make sure that there's not even those in there. But your door handle is still attached, so I'm going to have to remove that. Couldn't get a good angle here. I was just doing this video by myself. But and here I'm showing you where all the clips are located, and the clips that stay on the car here. Those are those ones that are pretty difficult to remove. And then you want to take your inner seal off. This is the seal that goes to your windshield. And again, at the same time, keep in mind that there's going to be additional glass moving. And that's something you're going to have to do on the bottom of this door. There's a lot of glass that fell. You're going to want to vacuum all that out. Again, the vacuum, before I put it all back together, I'm going to take it to my son's house because he's got my shop vac right now. So get that removed, and you'll see all these glass chunks. Now, tempered glass, it just breaks into a bunch of tiny pieces. It doesn't crack. You'll never see cracked glass. It'll all be shattered into small pieces. They're not too sharp. It's not like some glass you really have to watch from it cutting you, but it will go everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere. So, okay, you can see in there's still a lot of glass. So I'm going to get that and gently scrape that out of there. Again, you want all of that removed. The last thing you want is get your new side glass in, and then your window get in a bind and get caught up. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this to give there's not a glass in it right now. It's broke, but if I was removing it, that would give it a little bit more play. And whenever I go to put the new one in, that'll give me a little more room, because it's kind of like a combination that you got to do to get these in and out. Now notice I do have the door panel still plugged into the electrical system because I'm going to want to roll that up and down slightly. Some, I'm taking that track out. Some of them, see how I can move that, have a bolt that you have to take out at that regulator area where the glass bolts to the window. This one's pretty easy as far as that goes. It's basically just a clip, and you push there's a hole in the window, and you basically push it, and it clips in place. So that was convenient. And I'm just showing you how you can roll it up. Sometimes some vehicles, you have to get them exactly where you can get to those bolts. But like I said, on this one, we was lucky not to have to do that. And right there, I'm just pointing out where that clips at. It pushes back and then clips inside of that hole. Okay, on this vehicle, in order to get that glass in, we need to take this off. This is a Torx, and again, I'm using a power ratchet, makes it just a little bit faster. And what this will do, this will allow you to be able to get the glass in. And there's a couple of bolts on both sides. So it's best to go at an angle. Uh, like I said, this one's a little bit difficult. And I'm doing it from the outside, and I'm going to twist it, and it's kind of like putting a puzzle together. So I'm going to put the front of this glass, get it in, and then I'm going to seat the back of that glass inside of that track that's in the window. So once I get that inside right there, now I can go ahead and slide it in there. And now I'm going to gently slide that down, and remember that clip that was in the bottom? It's going to push and clip in there, and that's all you got to do. And I'll show you. See right there, that glass is pushed into it. And another thing to note, this is privacy glass. It comes tinted. It's not tin. It's privacy. It's a little bit different. But when you're ordering it, you want to be sure if it's a privacy glass to get it, or if it's clear. You don't want to mismatch. So always want to check it. Make sure it rolls up and down. You don't want to get everything back together and then realize there's something wrong, or that it popped out of the clip or whatever.
And that's basically all the steps. Now just reverse everything you did. I'm not going to do that because, like I mentioned, I'm going to take this to my son's house, vacuum it out, get all that glass out. You don't want to leave that in there, and it's in the, inside of the vehicle as well. But get it all outside of the, or get it, inside the door panel. Make sure that is removed. Reverse all the steps that you just took, to get everything off, and you just replaced your door glass. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.